Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War came out on November 13th, 2020. It is somewhat positive reviews. The game wasn't bad, but it suffered from a disease that I now call content drip. In case you don't know what content drip is, it's when a game launches with barely any content. An example of this would be Halo 5. I don't know why this is infecting Call of Duty as of late, but World War II, I believe Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare all suffer from this. So game developers, please stop doing this. It's just annoying. But how is Cold War now, months after its initial release? Well, let's find out. So, to get into the development history a little, originally Sledgehammer were the lead developers on Cold War, but after major upheaval, Activision brought Treyarch in to clean things up. So to be a bit odd, I'll start off with the multiplayer. Now, usually I don't cover the multiplayer, mainly because I don't have PlayStation Plus, and do you really want to see bots? But in order to give my full thoughts, I decided to use them. So, how are the maps? Well, the map design for Cold War is great, in my opinion. By far, my favorite map has to be the Pines. The Pines is a either medium or large map. I think the reason I love it so much, though, is because there's so many ways to shoot from and get shot at. It creates a balancing act. Also, there's plenty of ways to approach enemies. You can obviously just shoot, but you can also use a grenade or knife as well. For an example of a smaller map, we'll use another one of my favorites, Satellite. Satellite has two main areas, the sand dunes and crashed airplane. These areas offer up loads of paths to go down, and now we move on to the score tricks, which are a lot of fun to use. Part of why I somewhat enjoyed playing with bots was because of the score tricks and how satisfying they are. Cold War also encourages all playstyles. You can use knives, every gun feels viable enough. Cold War has created an environment that is perfect for Call of Duty in general. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Cold War doesn't really have that many modes. Personal favorites are Free For All and Kill Confirmed. Hardpoint domination just aren't my thing, and Prop Hunt is cool. But overall, I definitely think that Treyarch needs to add some more modes in the future, especially if they want to keep this game alive. Now, the story of Cold War is amazing. As soon as you start the game, you're hit with a real-world footage montage. After that, a man tells you about Qasim. So then you take control of a familiar face, Alex Mason, voiced by a different person. And before we go any further, I think that the new voice actors for all the returning characters are fine. In fact, I actually prefer Hudson's new voice over the old ones, not saying that they did a bad job. Anyways, we follow newcomer to the series, Russell Adler, outside where we meet up with Frank Wood. So then, after taking your weapon of choice, you track down and corner Qasim, where, what? Choices in Call of Duty? This is anarchy! Yeah, Cold War has dialogue options, kind of going back to Black Ops 2 in a way. Anyways, you can either throw him or capture him, but do know that you do need him for side missions, so keep that in mind. So after that, we go after Arash, thanks to what Qasim told us. Then Arash pulls up in a car, executes the driver and passenger. We then try to execute Arash himself, but end up missing. Then a huge firefight breaks out after taking Arash's men out. Then, then we blow up the fucking airplane. The fucking airplane. Then the team interrogates Arash, revealing that they can't stop someone called Perseus. Adler just straight up kills Arash, After this, Hudson and the team have a meeting with Ronald Reagan, and they all agree that this is a threat they can't ignore. Then you create your own custom character, which adds some great replayability to the game. Anyways, you then join Adler's team. It's there at the safe house where you retrace your steps through Vietnam, where Adler, Sim, and Bell first caught Perseus's trail. At the end of the mission, you collect some Soviet intel. It's also in this mission where they make a Black Ops 3 reference? What?
Bell! Still with us?
Anyways, we get the name Volkov. We then track down a member of his team, where we head inside a bar where we meet up with a courier who looks damn Treyarch. Damn. Anyways, after that, some Stasi enter the building and we have to escape through the bathroom window. Then, this is where the game really opens up. I first went over the optional side quest, then I tried stealthing it, but I don't think you need to ask how that went. Then, we infiltrate the member's house. You tranquilize his wife, then you plant a tracker in his briefcase. However, while checking this closet, you get knocked out and captured. Luckily, you're saved by a park, although I remember in my first playthrough being saved by Adler instead. Just a little side note. But moving on, we capture Volkov. After this, we go with the myth, the legend, the man himself, Frank Woods, on Operation Red Light, Green Light, where we infiltrate a Soviet base, and Woods is all pumped up when
Not a fucking word, Bell.
we then see that they've created an entire fake town USA in their base. After going through a ton of guys, you and Woods learn that they stole the Green Light nuke from Greenland, but Hudson knew all along. When we return, things get pretty heated.
You knew the nuke was from Green Light. Didn't tell us. What else are you hiding? Maybe I can knock the truth out of you.
You might want to rethink that, Woods.
Everybody stand down. This little pissing match isn't gonna help us catch Perseus.
Why didn't you tell us it was an American nuke?
He needed us to clean up his mess. The bastard's been lying to us all along.
It's not a lie. It's an omission of fact.
That's what you do best, isn't it, Hudson? Manipulate people. Tell them your own version of the truth.
There is no truth. Only who you choose to believe. Adler knows all about that. Don't you, Russ?
Operation Greenlight. What is it? Tell us everything.
Back in '58, the arms race was in full swing. Eisenhower was convinced that the Reds moved on Europe. We couldn't respond quick enough. So he authorized Operation Greenlight, a top-secret program that placed nuclear bombs in every major European city. The ultimate countermeasure to a Soviet invasion. 74 of the bombs were upgraded to high-yield neutron bombs, capable of terminating personnel without damaging infrastructure.
Thousands dying in a flash. You're talking about fucking infrastructure.
How's that for civilized? We kill the people but preserve the buildings.
We're trying to preserve our way of life.
How long have you known about the missing nuke?
One of the Greenlight nukes went offline 8 weeks ago. We suspected it was Perseus, but couldn't confirm it. So we saw the photos you brought back from East Berlin.
So, there's an American-made nuke in the wild. And once Perseus detonates it, the United States becomes global enemy number one.
We wouldn't have this problem if you'd done your job. Killed Perseus in Vietnam.
Careful, Hudson. Next time, I might not stop Woods.
After this, you once again take control of Mason, as you and Woods take a nostalgic walk through the satellite array from Black Ops 1 again. This is a really cool mission. You even get a numbers Easter egg. After this, you take control of Belikov in a Lubyanka building mission, and you enter a meeting with Kravchenko and Zakiv. Once the meeting is done, you can get access to the bunker key like 5 different ways. You can also just explore the building if you want to. Once you get the bunker key, you let Adler and Bell in. They take out a few guys and pose as them. You then get into an elevator when... I answered all his questions correctly, but you can also knock him out. Anyways, Bell and Adler make their way through the bunker and print a copy of the nuke schematics, or whatever it was, can't really remember. Then you rescue Belikov, and straight up, you literally just walk out of there pumping people full of lead. This game is amazing. I don't know why I haven't played it 3 times over. After this, you head back to the base, which acts as your hub area for the game. It's also where you can talk to the characters and learn more about them. I especially love this interaction.
You got a point in saying that?
You sound concerned too. If you're trying to be friendly, this is the dumbest way to go about it.
We're just fucking with you. You should be concerned.
Anyways, you and the team head over to Cuba to stop Perseus. However, you check the cameras and someone is killing all the scientists? You manage to make your way over there, and it's there that you learn that Perseus has multiple nukes all around water, and you can detonate all of them. You then make your way to the roof where you hold out. However, you, Park, and Lazar gets hit with an RPG, and you must choose either to save Park or Lazar. Sorry, dude. Once you get back to the base, you're in critical condition. It's then that it's revealed that you are the key, and always have been. What follows is a mission where you play it over and over with slight differences. You can also choose to do what Adler says, or you can make your own version of events. You then remember that Perseus is in Solovetsky. It's also revealed that you are the passenger that Arash took out towards the beginning of the game. You are then given a choice that is monumental. Either lie to Adler, or tell the truth. If you lie, you ambush and kill your team, while you're greeted by the man that is imposed to be Perseus. If you tell the truth, you manage to stop the nukes and save the day. Overall, Cold War's campaign is amazing, and this is a must-play for any COD fan.
Arctic air. There's the head, doesn't it? Bell, you made 2 extraordinary sacrifices to stop Perseus. One was without your knowledge. The other, you made that decision of your own accord. I just want you to know that this little thing that's happened with you and me, it was always for the greater good. You're a goddamn hero, you know that, kid. Heroes have to make sacrifices. That's why when I ask you for one more, I hope you understand. It was never personal.
Zombies, in my opinion, is the best it's ever been, but not without flaws. To start off, let's take a look at Die Maschine. Listen, this map is great, but I've never gotten Pack-a-Punch before, and it doesn't help that the map itself is strictly running gun. Just, like, Treyarch, come on. We all know what you're doing. You're doing it wrong. I've also noticed that the mystery crate is gone, and its place is a weird stuffed animal thing. Something good, though, is the chance to exfil, starting at the end of round 10, and every round after you have a chance to exfil, meaning that you can leave things off on a high note. Juggernog is back. Gotta love them crutch perks. Die Maschine overall is fine, decent at best. But now, let's talk about the bread and butter. Let's talk about Firebase Z. Oh yeah, now this is a zombies map. Not only does it encourage both running gun and camping strategies, it also has the mimics. The mimics can pose as any object. So when one popped up, it actually scared me, and this map actually has mystery crates. So in conclusion, as the Ackerman puts it, Treyarch brought the style back to zombies. But they do need to add more maps, otherwise zombies is gonna get stale pretty fast. While Cold War has its flaws overall, it is something worth experiencing at least once. Thank you all for joining me on this video. I'll see you in the next one.